In this video I will show you how to test O2 sensor even if you are not mechanic. Full test can be done with multimeter, but if you have only OBD2 scanner, I will show you how to test if O2 sensor works correctly. Oxygen sensor measures oxygen and gives this data to ECU. We know upstream O2 sensor is before catalytic converter. This one sends data about air-fuel ratio to ECU. Downstream O2 sensor is after catalytic converter. This one is watching catalytic converter if it's doing its job. If you have V-shaped engine, you most likely have 2 catalytic converters and 4 oxygen sensors. Bunks are basically engine heads. Inline engine has 1 bunk. V-shaped engines have 2 bunks. Full article guide on my website is in description if you are unsure about locating sensor or anything else from this video. Testing with OBD2 scanner. Sensor 1, if it has 4 wires, should oscillate at idle between 0.1 volts and 0.9 volts. Sensor 1, if it has 5 wires, will not oscillate, but when idling, if you press gas pedal briefly and let go, there should be a spike in voltage if it is working correctly. Sensor 2, after catalytic converter, test procedure. Warm up engine, not cold, drive at about 1500 rpm, press full throttle for about 3 seconds, release gas pedal, and let car slow down naturally, do not brake. Good sensor behavior. Voltage spikes close to 0.9 volts when throttling. Voltage drops close to 0 volts after releasing throttle. Testing with multimeter. You can test your O2 sensor even with cheap multimeter, and don't worry if you cannot use one. I made a 30-minute multimeter introduction guide that will teach you how to use one. It is free, link is in description. This is how you test with multimeter. You want to test heater power and sensor signal. Heater helps sensor reach operating temperature quickly. Step 1. Heater power check. Engine off, ignition on. Find oxygen sensor connector. Disconnect connector and test voltage on heater power wire, usually 12 volts or controlled ECU voltage. No power means heater problem. Step 2. Heater resistance. With sensor disconnected, measure resistance across heater wires, usually same color. Typical resistance 2 to 20 ohms cold. Higher than 20 ohms may indicate heater fault. Step 3. Ground resistance. Measure resistance between ground wires and battery negative terminal. Should be less than 1 ohm. Higher resistance can cause sensor errors. Step 4. Signal voltage back probe. With engine running and connector plugged in, back probe signal wire with T-pin. Multimeter set to 2 volts or 20 volts range. Watch voltage fluctuate between 0.1 volts and 0.9 volts like on the scanner.